And we're just going to leave our timing on 3 there. Might adjust our filter a little bit, and we'll have a listen to how that sounds for the moment. The reason I put the EQ and the compressor in is basically to control the actual delay sound that little bit more. For example, if we wanted to bring certain elements of the sound out, maybe some of the shimmery stuff up in the high end, and might even take out some of the bass with a high pass filter so that we're not muddying up the bass frequencies of the sound. Especially in big mixes, you'll find that sort of stuff will tend to make a huge difference. So we'll have a listen to how that sounds with the EQ setup. We can also have a bit of a play with the filter in our ping pong delay as well. If we bring the compressor in, we'll be able to get that delay to really stand out that little bit more. Give it a fairly long release to allow all of the individual delays, all of the individual taps to come out. Let's bring down our master channel a bit to prevent the clipping. So as you can see, after adding that bit of compression on there, you can really bring the delay out and even tend to help it make sound like it's more of a part of the original sound. You can get quite a nice sort of feel and bounce happening by using techniques like that, which can really help to add that little bit of extra movement to the tracks that you're working on. One of the other tricks that I like to use, which I find also helps to make the delay sound just that little bit more realistic, is to apply a bit of reverb to it as well. So we'll find ourselves a nice bit of reverb, might even go for a drum room, and we're just going to place that one in between our ping pong delay and our compressor. And we're just going to bring this one down a little bit, make it a little bit more dry, as we don't want a completely wet reverb being applied to our delay. So we'll have a bit of a listen to that one. If we solo that delay return, you can see it does add quite a nice element to the sound. So there's a fair few different things there for you to try out. And I'd also recommend maybe trying things such as choruses and phases on the delay as well, as you can come up with some quite interesting sounds there as well. So we might even just go for a subtle chorus, and we'll just have a listen to what that sounds like. Might try a different chorus effect, we'll see what that can do for us. Give you a bit of an idea of what the chorus is actually doing to the delay sound. And one of the other techniques that I quite like when I'm using Ableton Live as well, and you can find other even free plugins which can do a similar thing, is to use Ableton's beat repeat effect, which can add quite interesting feel to different delay sounds that you come up with. So we're just going to go for the micro fills preset. We'll see what that one can do for us. Again, we're just listening to the delayed sound at the moment. Adding that nice little bit of variation in there for us. If we bring back the original sound as well. So a few interesting techniques I tend to find whenever I throw a delay on something, whether it's straight onto a channel or on a return channel, I typically always will add a couple of extra plugins as well, just to allow me to control the actual feel of the delay and how it's actually standing out and jumping out of the mix. And you'll tend to find that you'll get a much better sound by getting a little bit more in depth than you will just throwing the plugin on there. So I'd recommend experimenting with a few of those techniques and trying them out and seeing what they can do for your own productions. And I look forward to seeing you again in another Ben Ross's Conservatorium of Audio tutorial. Thanks for watching.